music to me is kind of everything really. It's like the universal communicator. It's a universal healer. Um, that's certainly something tapped into like in the last 12 months. So many people just kind of having that headspace, that time to slow down after craziness of their lives, and like the first thing they did was reconnect with music, and it was something that just carried people through the pandemic, and there's so much power in that. And I think it's kind of been a reminder for all of us to always have music at the forefront of your mind and to have it kind of built into your plan for emotional well-being. I started playing classical guitar when I was like 7 years old as a kid, and wasn't really into it, and then just kind of going through the motions. And like when I was a teenager, my dad played me this mixtape of it's like tracks from records like Blizzard of Oz and Back in Black and like old school rock records, and just like it was just this amazing moment where it just clicked for me, and I started playing like rock and metal guitar and like sweep picking and shred solos and stuff, and like I was totally into that. And then somewhere along the way I discovered folk music, and then that was like the biggest paradigm shift. So probably listening to a lot of great artists like Elliott Smith and Sufjan Stevens, people like that, just really kind of digging into their records and analysing their lyrics a lot and their patterns of language, and kind of aspiring towards expressing myself in a similar way, I guess. And a lot of the great guitar players of the maybe like the British folk revival, 60s era, like Nick Jones, John Renbourn, Joni Mitchell, players like that, just kind of being totally immersed in all of their alternate tunings and their finger styles, and kind of like almost wanting to study it at like an academic level, and just that kind of love of all of that music has just totally shaped what I do, I think. So this album that I'm putting out in August 2021 is kind of directly inspired by this place. It's called Live from the Glass Isle. The songs were kind of older, they were written before, but kind of reimagined them, rearranged them for this record just for solo acoustic guitar and voice. And I recorded it in Glastonbury on 1st of August 2020, pagan festival of Lunacy and Christian Lammas Day. And we were kind of like deep in the pandemic at that point. And that morning I got up at dawn and taken a spiral path up Glastonbury Tor around the kind of labyrinthine perimeter. It's this kind of old pagan rite of passage that symbolises like going into this period of uncertainty, going into the harvest period with a feeling of kind of hope and confidence. And there was all this kind of like these vibes, this mysticism associated with that, and then I came down and like between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. maybe recorded that record with that experience fresh in my mind, and it felt like that kind of that sense of hope that was engendered in it just kind of fed into the recording of this album, and it wouldn't have been possible without actually being here and experiencing it. Hi, I'm Chris Cleverley, and this is my track Rachael for the Runaway sessions.
Rachael is saying this is wrong. I could have told them that much all along. The Lord knows I've tried to be more than I am. Somebody decent and strong. You say there's no time will seem much more pleasant. Imagine the song that was loud and resonant. Rachel, you help me to see the man I'm entitled to be. And he may not be clean in the eyes of the Lord, but when has that mattered to me? And besides, there's no time like the present under the moon while it's waiting in presence. A picture of time will seem much more pleasant. Imagine the song that was loud and resonant. The devil don't care about you and me. He's gone and he's got his own demons, you see. The devil don't care about you and me, whether we're lovers or any of the others we might be. Rachel, you help me to see the man I'm entitled to be. If I keep it together enough all the time, well, the rest shouldn't matter to me.
What are you tuning you in C? C, G?
C, G, D, G, G, D.